For most people, the term beggar conjures up images of desperation, someone who has nothing, someone struggling for survival, sitting at the corner of a busy street with an outstretched hand, hoping for a coin or two. We don't associate beggars with luxury apartments, real estate investments, or hidden fortunes. But in Mumbai, India's financial capital, one man shattered that stereotype and left the world stunned. His name? Bharat Jain. By all appearances, Bharat was just another face in the crowded streets of Mumbai. You could find him in areas like Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, a bustling railway station where tens of thousands pass each day, or near Azad Maidan. He would sit cross-legged on the pavement, thin, scruffy, and unremarkable, with a begging bowl by his side. Commuters rushing by saw just another man in need. They would toss him a rupee, maybe two, and carry on with their day. But here's the twist. Bharat Jain is no ordinary beggar. Reports have revealed that Bharat owns 2 apartments in Mumbai worth over 8 million rupees, approximately $100,000, and even a shop that generates rental income. He has a family, a comfortable home, and assets that make him wealthier than many of the very people dropping coins into his bowl. This is the story of the millionaire beggar who nearly fooled everyone. To understand how extraordinary Bharat Jain's story is, you first need to understand Mumbai. Known as the City of Dreams, Mumbai is India's richest city, home to Bollywood, billionaires, and the Bombay Stock Exchange. Yet, it is also a city of stark contrasts, where immense wealth collides with heartbreaking poverty. On one side, luxury high-rise apartments scrape the sky. On the other hand, slums sprawl for miles. For many who live in poverty, begging becomes not just an act of desperation, but a way of life, passed down through generations. Begging in Mumbai is not always random or disorganized. In fact, sociologists and journalists have documented how it has, in some places, evolved into a shadow industry. There are beggar hotspots, where certain individuals stake out territory, and in some cases, organized groups manage operations in exchange for a cut of earnings. In this landscape, Bharat Jain was just another figure blending into the crowd. But behind the ragged clothes and the bowl, Bharat had a secret. The fortune behind the rags. Investigations revealed that Bharat Jain wasn't just surviving, he was thriving. He owned 2 residential flats in Parel, a prime neighborhood in Mumbai, each worth millions of rupees. He had invested in a commercial property, a shop rented out for steady income. All in all, his net worth was estimated to be around 7.5 crore rupees, which translates to well over $1 million. How did he do it? Reports suggest that Bharat spent decades begging on Mumbai's busiest streets. His location was strategic, near major transit hubs, where streams of sympathetic commuters meant constant donations. On an average day, Bharat was said to make between 2,000 and 2,500 rupees, about $30. That may not sound like much to Western ears, but in India, that's higher than what many white-collar workers earn in a day. Multiply that by weeks, months, and years, and you start to see how small daily collections could accumulate into something much larger. Instead of squandering the money, Bharat quietly invested it into property, the safest, most lucrative form of wealth building in Mumbai. As the years passed, the value of his assets grew exponentially. While others saw him as a man in poverty, Bharat was silently building a fortune. Why keep begging? Here's the question that baffles everyone. If Bharat Jain is already a millionaire, why does he continue to beg? Why sit for hours on the pavement, day after day, when he has the financial means to live comfortably? Some speculate it's a habit, a way of life ingrained over decades, hard to abandon even when it's no longer necessary. Others believe it's a matter of psychology, that the begging itself has become his work, his identity, his comfort zone. There's also the possibility that Bharat simply couldn't shake the psychology of scarcity. For years, begging had been his survival. When you live decades depending on strangers' coins, it rewires your brain. Even when you're wealthy on paper, you might still feel safer clinging to the bowl than stepping away from it. Psychologists call this scarcity conditioning, the habit of seeing life through the lens of lack, even when lack no longer exists. To Bharat, the act of begging may not have been about the money at all. It may have been about routine, familiarity, and the illusion of control. On the pavement, He knew who he was, he knew what to expect, and he knew the daily rhythm of strangers dropping coins. Strangely, the very habit that lifted him into millionaire status also kept him chained to the sidewalk. And so, in 2025, does Bharat Jain still continue to fool people? According to our latest information, Jain continues with his profession, and his family has continued to benefit from his financial stability. His two sons, who attended a prestigious convent school, have completed their education and now contribute to the family's business. The Jain family operates a stationery store, which further supplements their income. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel so we can continue this journey together. We have a lot more eye-popping stories to come. Thank you for watching.